the politics of this country is now taking shape. The alliances which are being formed are also taking shape. Yesterday, Kiraituy Murungi joined the Azimio movement, which means so far I can only see 3 people still remaining. That is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and Moses Kuria. We can easily predict that Moses Kuria is going to go with the UDA party or Kenya Kwanza alliance, which leaves us with 2 people. I don't want to mention the Speaker of the National Assembly, JB Muturi, because Muturi was given a chance by the president, but he could not use that chance. So which means we now have only 2 people remaining. That is Martha Karua and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. And as a matter of fact, Gideon Moi yesterday officially indicated that for them as KANU, they are part of Azimio. So I want to assume that Gideon Moi will lead Martha Karua and will also lead Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to Azimio. We will get to know that by Saturday. I want us to look at this move by Kiraituy Murungi. Why do you think that move by Kiraituy Murungi to join Raila Odinga is significant? Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please click that subscribe button now, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And those who want to support the channel, you can also just click that join button now, then you follow that simple process. And again, there are other ways of supporting this channel, just giving the video a thumbs up, dropping your comments, and sharing the video. Now let us get back to business. Last week, Kiraituy Murungi issued new demands to Raila Odinga, to President Uhuru Kenyatta, and to the Deputy President Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. And I remember opining on this platform that Kiraituy Murungi wanted to achieve certain objectives. The first thing he wanted to achieve was to raise his profile, so that when they are negotiating, profile will be high up there. I also indicated that probably he was expressing what the ground was feeling, that probably maybe Meru County, the ground is UDA. And I remember most people here were telling me, no, that can't be the case. Meru is no longer a UDA stronghold. But yesterday, he made that final move.
Bas party imeingia kwa Azimio. So Your Excellency, that is our day. We will mobilize all the Merus to get Meritatu, and you are most welcome to be the chief guests on that day, the day after tomorrow. Sitaki kuongea zaidi hapo. I know tutembea pamoja, and the way I know you, Uchoki, even the days we used to fight tiangas. Sisi tulikuwa tunatoroka, wewe unaachwa hapo ukingojea polisi. So, allow me to do a small ceremony, then allow you to speak. We want the fifth president of Kenya aingie kwa basi. Tusimame wote tafadhali. Come back from the roots.
Asanteni sana. Nina furaha, lakini kabla sijasema chochote, nina furaha kukaribishwa hapa kwa basi. na nimekuwa mwanachama ya kirasmi ya BAS. Sasa mnikubalia mimi niweke kiongozi wenu kwa Azimio. DJ.
And from that alone, the deputy president and his brigades are now upset. They're disappointed. Because if there's one thing the deputy president would not want to happen, is the possibility of Raila Odinga penetrating the larger Mount Kenya region. With the entry of Kiraituy Murungi, you add to Wambora in Embu, then now Leni Kivuti is also in the box because he joined with Kiraituy Murungi yesterday. Then you also join with Peter Munya. The deputy president is worried because definitely that's a force that you can't underestimate. So the Devolution Empowerment Party, which is associated with Kiraituy Murungi, yesterday held their delegates meeting and they officially endorsed Raila Odinga's bid for the presidency. And this is how that move is going to impact in this country politically. Number one is the Meru voting bloc. If there is one thing that I don't know whether Raila was right or wrong, because I've always believed that Raila Odinga needed the Kamba voting bloc. And in case where he won't get the Kamba voting bloc, his prayer should be that Kalonzo Musyoka will decide to go up to the ballot. But now let us look at the Meru voting bloc. Do you think Kiraituy Murungi, Peter Munya will not be able to consolidate the Meru votes? Or let us put it this way, the Mount Kenya East. Because one of the threats for Raila Odinga there is actually JB Muturi. And Kiraituy Murungi was supporting Muturi initially. So do I also conclude that Muturi is also headed to Azimio? But even without that, the truth of the matter is that Raila Odinga now has a strong team which he can depend on in the larger Meru and the larger Mount Kenya East. Meru County has around 701,000 votes. If Raila Odinga can get, say, 500,000 there, then Tharaka Nithi has around 213 votes. If he can get half of that. And Embu, with the help of Wambora and Leni Kivuti, let's say gets around 100,000. That would be huge for Raila Odinga, a man who has never received more than 5% of the votes from that region. And this voting bloc includes the Isiolo. I am sure Isiolo will definitely go, in my view, 50-50, with a bias towards Raila Odinga. So I tend to think that the deputy president and his team will be affected more by the fact that Meru will now be able to have at least, Raila will be able to have at least people who can stand firm and defend him. That's number two. Why that move is going to be of great importance to Raila Odinga and probably why it's going to hurt the deputy president is because that move now will persuade those who are not yet decided, the undecided voters from those 4 counties to decide. You know, initially William Ruto was enjoying a lot of support from the larger Mount Kenya region. And I was talking to one of my subscribers here because yesterday he was telling me that I should be watching Kiraituy Murungi, I should be watching Leni Kivuti, I mean not Leni Kivuti, JB Muturi, and who else? Because those are the people who will determine the politics of Mount Kenya East. So I spoke with him again today, and for him, he believes now that Raila Odinga is going to do well in that region. But there is the undecided. Initially, William Ruto was enjoying almost 90% of the support from the entire Mount Kenya region. Then when President Uhuru Kenyatta started showing signs of not supporting him, some people started joining President Uhuru Kenyatta. Then at some point now, some majority of people then went to undecided. So in the larger Mount Kenya region, we've had people who are supporting Ruto and those who are supporting the president. And then there was this group which was waiting. They were not sure whether the president is going to go with Ruto or is going to go with Raila. So these people were basically undecided. So this move by Kiraituy Murungi is basically going to persuade those who are not yet decided, especially in Meru County, to decide. And I'm sure you know that those who are undecided, if they were to be persuaded by Kiraituy Murungi, it will mean that they'll go with Kiraituy Murungi. Because at some point, Kiraituy Murungi was like, I'm going to Azimio, I'm going to... In fact, I think even hosted Azimio rally sometimes back. Then he started retracting. I think maybe from the pressure from his team, maybe he had not arranged things so well. So the fact of the matter is that that move by Kiraitu is going to persuade more undecided people to now join Azimio. And that would be bad news to the deputy president. Number 3, in my view, is that this move by Kiraituy Murungi now adds what I normally refer to as on this platform as perceptual value. Politics is a game of perception. Perception of numbers, real or imagined. The fact that Kiraituy Murungi, who is a sitting governor in Meru, who is facing a re-election, you see, someone like Wambora is not seeking for a re-election. So for him, he has nothing to lose. The only thing he can pray for is to make a risk that I support Raila. If he becomes the president, then I get somewhere. For Kiraitu, it's a do or die for him because he's going for a second term. So which means for him to have decided to support Raila Odinga, it means he might have undergone a lot of soul searching, a lot of research on the ground. So the perception Kiraituy Murungi is bringing is that Mount Kenya is shifting. So many people, especially the leadership from those regions, some who are not yet decided, cannot decide that we are going to go with Azimio. And outside there, you see Raila Odinga is now winning another governor. How many governors have you seen William Ruto win on his side? Because William Ruto would also win, like, say, I know this lady they've really marketed. She's called Maina. The lady was, I think, was a director of at River. She wants to run for the governor of Muranga. I mean, for the women rep. You know, they receive those kind of people, then they magnify. For Raila Odinga, people come, they are received, it ends there. So the perception outside there is that Raila Odinga is still winning high-profile individuals. Number 4, in my view, and which is good for Raila Odinga, is the fact that Kiraituy Murungi is considered to be one of the reformists in this country. So basically, by joining Raila Odinga, you can easily say that the people who fought for reforms or pro-reform or reformist in this country are actually now regrouping around Raila Odinga. And you can mention them. There's Orengo, there's Gitobi Manyara, there is Koigo Amwere, who's already declared is an Azimio. There is now Kiraituy Murungi. Several, there is Muhisa Kitui also, who has also joined Azimio. So this is going to persuade, especially the group, the golden group of reformists, to converge. People like William Mutunga, who are part of this group, at some point tried leaning towards the DP, and I've seen his latest post trying now to take middle ground. So basically, in my view, the reformist agenda can now be said to be pursued through Raila Odinga, people like Kivuta Kibwana and the rest. And lastly, I could be wrong on this, but I think Kiraituy Murungi's move could also be informed by the desire of the region to produce a running mate, either as a Mount Kenya East or as Meru. And who are the potential running mates to Raila Odinga? Potential running mate to Raila Odinga are 2 people so far. There's Peter Kenneth and Peter Munya. So by Kiraituy Murungi stepping down, and remember Munya had stepped down from running for that seat, I think he's just trying to clear path for Peter Munya, or to increase chances, or to boost Peter Munya's chances of becoming the next running mate, I mean the next deputy president, the second deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. I don't know what to think, but that's my thought. Thank you guys, and for those who are watching for the first time again, just click the subscribe button and everything will be fine. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.